All right, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Too Easy Sports Betting on Trice Too Easy. That is Trice, number 2 letter E, letter Z on Twitter. Make sure you guys follow me on there. I'm very active. I post live plays, late night parlays, and I respond to everybody. So if you want to get at me on Twitter. That's where most of the folks holla at me anyways. Also, trying to get to 2,000 subs by August the 1st. We're at 1,900. We had a slow week, no baseball. WNBA isn't really that popping, so really wasn't many viewers coming in. Nobody knew. We back to baseball. We back to cracking they dumb ass. Let's hit the shit out of the subscribe button. We need 100 subs. We got 11 days. I'm sure we can do it. So if you would, take a second. If you haven't yet, hit the subscribe button. I'm hard on myself with these goals. I set a goal to get 2,000 by the end of the month. Damn it, I want to hit 2,000, okay? Anyways, thank God baseball's back. We don't have to watch WNBA anymore, pretend to like that shit or pretend to want to bet on it. So thank God we back to balling. I got the straights, the player props, the parlays, my top plays that I'm actually playing. I'm going to get you out of here with a bat ready to crack they fucking dumb asses upside the head. I can feel it. Today's going to be a good day. So before I get into the straights, let's go ahead and look at the weeks we had, the last 2 weeks. So this was 2 weeks ago, and then the week before baseball stopped. So we went up 5 units on week 1. Then week 2, we went up 3 units. So we're at 8 units in 2 weeks of betting, guys. That's very, very good. You don't typically see stats like this. That's really solid. Show me someone else up 8 units betting straights in 2 weeks. I need to see it. So yeah, we hot right now. We're going to keep it going. Go ahead and do a slate review and look at these straights. So first game of the day, you got the Diamondbacks with the Cubs. You got Ryan Nelson with Justin Steele. Guys, both these teams have been producing offensive numbers that are just ridiculous. They're both scoring fucking 8 runs a game themselves. Over 7.5 is so low, it's ridiculous. It makes absolutely no sense. This is probably the easiest lock of the day, and the line's now at -115. Over 7.5 is free. I don't know where they're getting this line from. I don't know what's going on, but yeah, both these teams are scoring 8 by themselves almost every game. So there's no way I'm not playing over 7.5 at -115. It's the easiest lock of the day. Then the next bet is the Cubs. You can take the money line at -150 or the first 5. Thing is, guys, Cubs have a huge pitching advantage with Justin Steele. He's a dog. Ryan Nelson is not good. He gives up a lot of hits, a lot of runs. I don't like Ryan Nelson. I don't trust him. The Diamondbacks, though, they keep doing this shit where they get to the 7th, the 8th, and the 9th inning and they score like 10 runs. So let's not even risk that. Let's not risk the Diamondbacks Diamondback and doing that shit they do where they get to the 7th, 8th, 9th and score a bunch of runs. Let's just scratch that and just take the Cubs on the first 5 with a huge pitching advantage where they should. And the Diamondbacks usually start slow and get hot as the game goes on. I think this game has 10 or 11 runs total. We're going to go way over this over 7.5. And then the Cubs on the first 5 because I don't want to see the Diamondbacks have a miracle comeback in the 7th, 8th, or 9th. This is just a safer play for the same price as the full game. These are locks, okay, guys? Phillies and the Pirates. Aaron Nola, Martin Perez. Guys, here's the thing. I'm going to lay the juice here at -165 on the Phillies money line because I think there's no chance in the world that the Pirates win this game. I trust the Phillies. I trust their bats. They were looking good before the break. They just have a huge pitching advantage, have a bullpen advantage. They're just all around better than the Pirates. The Pirates are not good. I'm on the Pirates money line, and I'm on the over 7.5. Again, the line's at 8.5, but at -105. But if you drop it to 7.5, you can get it at -135. It barely moves. Well, again, guys, Phillies are good for 5, 6 runs. Pirates are good for a couple. Pirates will score 2 or 3 a game. Phillies will score 5 or 6. This game probably has 8 or 9 runs. I'm definitely on the over 7.5 here for a great price of -135. To me, it just makes sense. Let's lock it. Reds and Nationals, guys. I don't like betting the Reds. You guys know that. If I had to pick, I'd be on the Reds money line. You got Frankie Montas, Patrick Corbin. Patrick Corbin's just the worst pitcher in the league, so. But can the Reds hit him? The Reds bats are so damn wishy-washy. You never know. Nobody knows what they're going to get when the Reds are batting, right? Who knows? So if I had to pick, obviously I'm taking the Reds to fade Patrick Corbin. But at the same time, who knows if the Reds actually hit him? So I do think the under 9.5 is a good play because Frankie Montas, he's okay. Both these pitchers are kind of trash. There's probably some runs in this game, but I don't know that there's 10. So I'd either lean to the under 9.5 or I'd lean to the Reds money line, but I don't think it's a lock for me just because I don't trust the Reds, and the Nationals might get hot and it might be insanely high scoring. This game's just hard to cap. Stay away from it. It's really it should say fade on here. Sorry, I don't know why it doesn't. But yeah, it's a fade or those are my leans. Rays and the Yankees, guys, again, do we know what either of these teams are going to do? Do you trust the Yankees? Are the Rays going to beat them? It's hard to fade the Yankees, but they did kind of play before the break. I don't know what to do. It's so hard to fade the Yankees. You got Garrett Cole pitching, Zach Eflin pitching. I can't call it. I don't know if it's over. I don't know if it's under. My lean would be to over 8.5, just assuming that the Yankees are going to come out well rested and hit the shit out of the ball. And I'm sure they took some time to practice and get together and figure out what's going on internally to make them play like such shit. But so I think the Yankees might come out here and score 15 fucking runs. But they might also continue being trash. I just don't know how to bet this game, so it's a fade for me. Next game, we got the Tigers and the Blue Jays. Guys, as you know, Jack Flaherty is my favorite pitcher in the league. So I'm a little biased with this game. Don't feel like you have to tail it, but I'm on the Tigers' first 5 money line to back Flaherty at -110. Every time Flaherty pitching, the Tigers bats heat up. He gets run support. I know he's like 6 wins, 5 losses. So lately the bullpen has just shit on his amazing starts. He goes out there, gives them 5-6 phenomenal innings, deals, gets 5 to 8 strikeouts, low runs, 2 or 3 runs. The Tigers are ahead. Hell, lately Jack Flaherty's only gave up 1 or 2 runs. Tigers are ahead. And then the bullpen comes in and just shits the bed and they lose the game. So I'm on the Tigers' first 5 money line at -110 and the first 5 total under 4. Because on the other side, you got Chris Bassett. He's good. So both these pitchers are very good. You would think it's a low-scoring game. That said, guys, the thing is, this game's either it's going to be way over 7.5 or it's going to be a 2-run game. These teams are either going to hit the shit out of the ball or there's going to be no runs. So it's really hard to say. I would lean over 7.5, I think, even with Jack Flaherty and Chris Bassett, because we've seen the Tigers absolutely just go crazy on really good pitchers. We've seen the Blue Jays go crazy on good pitchers. We've also seen them get aced by terrible ones. Who knows what they expect from these offenses, but what we do know about the Tigers is when Jack Flaherty pitches, the Tigers perform. So let me back Jack Flaherty on the first 5. I don't want to back the Tigers bullpen, and the Blue Jays could heat up later. And then the first 5 total under 4, I think is a great bet. I don't see either of these pitchers really giving up 2 runs each in 5 innings. I can't. Maybe 3, maybe 2 or 3, but not 4. Yeah, and then the over is a lean as well. Mets and Marlins, guys, I've been on Twitter all day trying to have somebody give me a reason as to why this game is priced like this. The Marlins have Edward Cabrera pitching, who is possibly worse than Patrick Corbin, guys. I mean, he's horrible. He goes in 3 innings and he gives up like 6 runs every time. He goes 3 innings, gives up 6 runs, gets out of the game. Like, he's horrible. The Mets have been the hottest team basically in baseball. The Cubs have kind of overtook that spot. The Red Sox were kind of overtaking that spot, but the Mets have been consistently the hottest and most improved team in baseball. I will bet them -150 versus anybody. You're going to give me -135 versus the Marlins? It's so disrespectful. You get the Mets on the money line, Mets on the first 5 money line at -135 as well. Mets first 5 by 1 at +105, and the Mets to win by 2 at +125. Guys, I think the Mets win like 10-2. I'm dead serious. I think the Mets win this 10 or 12-2. And I am being dead serious. I don't see a world where the Marlins stand a chance in this game. I don't know why. The price scares me a little bit because I just think this should be like -180 and it's not, and it's weird. Sean Manaea, he's okay. Like, with his fucking pretty ass hair, he gonna go out there and do all right. I don't know. I don't get it. That's where I'm at. I'm all over the Mets for this one. All over it. Guardians and Padres, I don't have a lot to say on this game. I'm just on the Guardians money line at -150. It's now -160, so I don't know if I'll be playing it. But yeah, Guardians just win this game. You got Tanner Bybee, Matt Waldron. Matt Waldron's not good. Tanner Bybee's been dealing all year. He's been pitching very solid. You know what to expect from him. The Guardians offense looks great. They've been hitting the ball. They're doing well. I know they had a rough patch, but overall, the Padres just look terrible. Guardians look pretty good. This is an easy win for the Guardians. The question is, do you want to lay the juice on it or not? I'd probably suggest just parlaying it because the Guardians should win rather easily, okay? But my lean would just be the Guardians money line. Nothing else to say on it. Over, under, I don't know, but Guardians win. Cardinals and the Braves, guys. I'm on the Cardinals money line and over 7.5 at -120. Guys, the Cardinals have been playing great ball. They just consistently perform. They consistently score. Their defense is good. Their bats have been good. Their bullpen's been good. They're a solid fucking team. They're not, all-star level. They're not going to come out here and you can bet them versus anybody. But the Braves have their new pitcher, Spencer Swellenbach. You guys know I like him. I think he's great. The young man deals, and he's a solid pitcher, right? We know that. But I can't back him yet. He's still too iffy. He still gives up home runs. He still gets hit too much. And you have Sonny Gray pitching for the Cardinals, who I know he's been a fade angle lately because he's been getting his shit on. But the Braves are trash. The Braves are just simply not good. The Cardinals are good. We don't need to overthink it. The Cardinals is the play here for plus money with Spencer Swellenbach, the rookie, on the mound. Yeah, there's no way. Give me Sonny Gray with the Cardinals at plus 105 versus an ice cold bum ass Braves team who can't ball with a rookie pitcher. It's very simple. This is an easy play. It's a great play. I'm in the over 7.5 because Swellenbach gives up runs and Sonny Gray's been getting hit up. And I think that I think it goes over 7.5. I really do. So that's where I'd be at. Orioles and the Rangers. You got Corbin, the GOAT Burns. He's not the GOAT, but he's fucking solid. And then versus Nathan Eovaldi in the Rangers. Guys, we don't need to talk about this. Think about this. You're on the Orioles. You have a giant pitching advantage and you have a team advantage. The Orioles are one of the best teams in baseball with the best pitcher on the mound at minus 125. You don't need to overthink this. I don't even want to go into everything. It's just the Orioles money line, easy play. White Sox and the Royals faded. I have nothing to say. Royals suck. They're minus 225. White Sox could end up whooping their ass. We don't know who's pitching. Over-unders at 8.5, which is a good price. I'm not going to lay the run line on the Royals when they're trash and I don't know what they're going to do. We're just going to fade it. There's nothing to even talk about. Giants and the Rockies, guys, obviously. With Cal Quantrill pitching for the Rockies, you got Kyle Harrison for the Giants. Both are obviously, I'd be on the Giants' money line, but it's a Coors game. The over-under is at 10.5. I just don't like to bet these games. I don't know what it's going to do. I would usually just take the under 10.5, but I just don't know how they're going to perform coming off this long-ass rest week. These guys are going to come out here juiced up, amped up, ready to play, hyped to get it back out there, I'm sure. So I'm just staying away from I just don't want to touch it. If I had to pick, I'd be on the Giants money line or the under 10.5 at minus 110. But yeah, who knows if these guys perform or not after the break. We'll just stay away from it. Angels and Athletics. Again, guys, two even teams. The Angels, though, they have these moments of brilliance. The Athletics do as well. Do the Athletics continue to put up fucking 15 runs a game? Like, how long can they sustain that? Are they good now? Are they an offensive threat? I don't know. I can't call it. I have no idea. So, Angels and Athletics, like, I would lean to the Athletics just off how they've been playing. They've been busting people's asses. Like, they ain't just been beating. They've been out there like fucking Thanos. They've been just killing these teams. I mean, just snap their fucking fingers. Suddenly, they're the greatest team in baseball. So, obviously, I lean to the Athletics, but shit, I don't know. Last two, Red Sox and Dodgers, guys. You got Nick Pivetta, Gavin Stone. I do not fade hot teams around here. You know that. I always take the hot teams. I'm on the Cubs. I'm on the Mets. I'm on the Cardinals. You guys see it. I want to be on the Red Sox so fucking bad, guys. But you got the Dodgers with Gavin Stone, and you're only getting plus 110. I can't do it. If the Red Sox win, I'm going to be pissed. My lean is Red Sox money line at plus 110. When the teams are hot, you bet them to fucking win, right? I don't overcomplicate things here. But damn, the Dodgers are hard to fade. Ohtani's continuing to hit fucking home runs every game. Nick Pavetta's okay, but he gives up runs. And Gavin Stone is one of the best in the league. So it's just so hard to take the Red Sox here. If they win, I'll be pissed, but I'm fading it. And then the Astros and Mariners, guys. Again, Hunter Brown, Luis Castillo. I think the Astros are better, but can anybody hit Luis Castillo right now? It's tough to say. Him and Logan are really good. It should be a low-scoring game. But I just don't have a play here. Who do you really take? The lines are pick me, the over 7.5. The money lines are both minus 110. I can't call it. I don't know who wins this game. Nobody does. Don't bet this, okay? That's it for the Straights and the Slate review. Hope you guys enjoyed that. It feels so fucking good to be back talking baseball. All right, guys. Anyways, let's get into the player props for today. So, only playing 3 player props because let's see how they do. Let's give them some time to get back. Let's see a game before we start betting the players. Let's see if they pick up right where they left off or if this break is going to affect them. We got to see first. We know the team as a whole you can predict. Players, let's give it some time and see what they do, okay? So, 3 player props today, guys. And by the way, this is Outlier. The link is in my description. They'll give you 7 free days if you use my link. Guys, if you want to be successful sport betting, you have to use Outlier. You have to. And I always show the player props, guys, but it also, if you click games and you go to MLB and you hit games, it shows you how they've been their last 8 out of 10. It shows you Chicago's won 7 out of 10 here, 7 green, 3 red. it'll show you how they do versus the spread. Chicago by 2 is at 70%. So when they win by 2 every time. You can pretty much see it right there. The over, the Diamondbacks are 90% to the over lately. The Cubs are 50%. So again, that over, you have one team hitting it 9 times out of 10, one team hitting it a coin flip. Yeah. So you can really even get your straights from here as well. I know I always show the props, but there's just so much data. You can even see what the public's doing. Most are on the spread for the Cubs. Like, you can see everything on this damn app. In the description, 7-day free trial. You must learn how to use this to be successful sports betting and be profitable. It's just part of it. If you're not using Outlier, you are handicapping yourself. Okay, guys, so player props today. Javier Baez is back. I think he's the best shortstop in baseball. I think he's the best defensive player I have ever watched. And I am dead. All my friends act like I'm crazy. People act like I'm crazy. It's just my opinion. He's a dog. When it comes to batting, oh my God, he is atrocious. Last 10 games, he's only hit this once. He's 90% hit rate for the under. You can get under 1.5 bases. And today, again, he's versus Chris Bassiett, who's really good. I don't see him touching him. It should be a low scoring game. The books agree. So to get him at under 1.5 at -135 it's too good to be true. We have to be on that. Next, David Fry, my guy on Twitter. I can't think of his name on top of my head, but he sent me it yesterday. He's on Outlier, by the way. He did go and sign up, and he's been fucking killing player props. But as you can see, again, 90% hit rate. 80% over 20, last 10. Look at this guy. He's gone ice cold, just blanked. He can't get a hit. I mean, guys, this is really bad. I mean, he literally cannot even, he can't get a hit, a run, or a RBI. He just is trash. And you're getting him under 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs at -120? I don't know what's going on here. Maybe they think Matt Waldron is that fucking terrible. He's going to just get absolutely yeeted, but like, he's not that damn bad. I have no idea. We're on David Fry. These three are like guaranteed locks. And then lastly, Kevin Pillar under 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs, guys. Again, he's versus JP Sears. JP Sears, he pitches well. I really think he pitches well. Kevin Pillar, he's been ice cold. Angels in general don't score. These three player props are very good. And again, a 90% hit rate over 10. So that's where I'm at. You're getting at -115. These are very good. I will be parlaying all three of these as well. I'm going to put it on Twitter. I didn't put it in these, but it'll be a Twitter play because I just think these are so likely to hit. I'm going to drop a little bag on them. Okay, guys. So that's the straights to player props. Let me show you guys a few parlays that I'm playing for sure. I'll post more on Twitter, but parlay number 1, you get the Cubs, the Phillies, the Tigers, and the Mets. I think these teams win. Get it at +823. I like it a lot. Next, you got the Diamondbacks over 7.5, Phillies over 7.5, Tigers over 5.5, and the Mets over 7.5 at +668. Again, guys, they've been on break. I think these guys are going to be excited to play. Come out here well-rested, fucking biceps flowing, and just hit the shit out of the ball. That's just what I see. I think every game is high-scoring today. So, yeah, on the overs here. And then last, I got the parlay number 3, Cubs by 2, Mets by 2, Orioles by 2. And if you look at Outlier and you go to games, when these teams win, they also cover their spread. So if these 3 teams win, the chance they win by 2 is basically the same. And you're getting that for +1168, which is crazy. I like it a lot. That's where I'm at with the parlays, guys. Without further ado, let's get into my locks for the day and crack these fucking folks. So my plays today that I'm playing, I locked these. Over 7.5, Diamondbacks and Cubs, and the Cubs first 5 money line. Phillies and Pirates. Phillies money line, I'm going to go ahead and lay the juice on that because I just think there's no world the Pirates win, so fuck it. Then I'm on the over 7.5 at -135. Tigers and Blue Jays. Tigers first 5 money line. First 5 total under 4. And Javier Baez under 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs at -140. Mets and the Marlins game, guys. I went with the Mets money line. Mets first 5 money line. Mets first 5 winning by 1. And the Mets winning the game by 2. All 4 of these I'm locking. Padres and the Guardians. Guardians money line -150. David Fry under 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. Cardinals and the Braves. Cardinals money line +105 and over 7.5 -120. Orioles money line -125. One of the easiest bets today. And then I'm on the Athletics money line -110 and Kevin Pillar under 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. Those are my plays today. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, plus the parlays. I'm going to have probably 25 plays today. I'm so fucking happy to be back. So happy to be betting baseball. If you guys want a text version of my picks, join the Patreon, $5 option, $10 option. I post the text version of the picks so you guys don't got to watch the video and try to pause and shit like that, okay? And it just supports a motherfucker. So if you want to do it, do it. If you don't. It's all good. The picks are free. Let's get out here. Let's crack these folks. Baseball's back and we busting they motherfucking ass today. Let's get it, baby. I'll see y'all tomorrow.